Welcome to part 2 of Sonic CD. We are in Quartz Quadrant Zone, or Quartz Quadrant Zone 1. You know, for some strange reason, the acts in this game are called zones. I guess Sega was trying to change it up a tad bit, but the world may never know. So Quartz Quadrant is basically a mining area somewhere on Little Planet with a whole bunch of conveyor belts and enemies that shoot projectiles at you and springs, and a whole bunch of spikes. So many spikes in this game, and for some reason I traveled to the future. I did not mean to go back to the future. I wanted to go to the past, damn it. But this did end up having me get a shield, so all is forgiven for now. I do like that background back there too. The cityscape, just like in Scrap Brain Zone. Actually a bit more detailed than Scrap Brain, to be honest. Get the ring, Amy, get the ring. I almost ran off screen. Anyway, here's Special Stage 6, and if I'm remembering correctly, this special stage is a bit... how should I say this? A bit 70s in the presentation? Oh, yeah, there you go. Kind of drug trip is this? Look at all these pretty colors, man. Shit, where'd I put the LSD? But, Special Stage 6 is... just like the previous one, it's just hard as hell for no reason. But at this point, I kind of got used to the wonky physics of the special stages to actually control... Oh my god, Amy, come on! Ugh. I still rank these special stages over Sonic 2's any day of the week. Don't worry, we'll get to Sonic 2's special stages eventually. Even though, a good thing about the Origins collection is that the half-pipe stages are actually fun now. Amy, you're doing it again! What the hell? Okay, Sega, you need to make this new animation to where if you finish a special stage on the water, you just sink. And then the Chaos Emerald floats down with you. Anyway, we just got 6 of the 7 time stones. We just got 1 more left. And then we're home free. I've always wondered why the Time Stones never returned in any other Sonic game after this. I mean, it would have made sense in Sonic 06. You know, as much as that game's story was trashed, it would have made more sense if the Time Stones were the central plot point as opposed to the Chaos Emeralds. But, I don't know, whatever. Oh, and also the simple fact that Sonic 06 even exists, only to then not exist in the canon, just doesn't make any sense at all, but that's besides the point. Actually, no, you're telling me that Eggman never got liposuction before? Okay, noted. But that brings me to the next point of Sonic 4 the movie, because we know that Amy and Metal Sonic are going to be in the film, so... is it going to be time travel again? Is Jim Carrey's Robotnik going to come back through time travel? Because... spoiler alert, I'm not sure if you noticed, but Jim Carrey's Robotnik kind of died in the previous film. So I wonder how that's going to work out. Me personally, I just prefer Metal Sonic to be the only villain of Sonic 4, but we still have to wait and see. Ba 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 da 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 da. Love that victory theme. It's like, it's wonderfully 90s, but it's not too overwhelmingly cheesy. You got some 90s songs from the Sega CD that were just like, ew. Anyway, here's the final special stage in the game. You'll notice that the water has a grid pattern on it like it's Tron or something. Of course, Kevin Flynn was behind it all. Or no, better yet, since this was Sega, Phantasy Star 2. Why not? Anyway, the UFOs are going to be a bit more sporadic with the movements, so you want to keep a keen eye on them. Don't! Oh, come on. Come on, Amy. You can do this. Ah! Oh, get off the grid texture raspberry Kool-Aid. Come on. One more UFO. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? To my left. All right. Go, Amy, for everlasting peace. I got a cherry-flavored Jolly Rancher. Yay! But with that said, we got all the time stones. You know what that means? We can actually beat the stages really quickly now. And not only that, all the robots are going to be destroyed because the robot generators themselves are destroyed. Which means a good future for every stage going forward. Yes, we're gonna do an Oprah. You get a good future. You get a good future. But anyway, here's Quartz Quadrant Act 3. Or Zone 3 because Sonic CD is weird like that. And I honestly forgot what this boss did. It's been like a week since I played this and... Oh yeah, this stupid thing. The treadmill boss. Honestly, you don't even have to hit him, you just have to wait for him to grind his own machine to death. It's like the precursor to the Lava Reef Zone boss from Sonic 3, except you're doing even less here. But you do have to avoid those bombs though. They split into multiple pieces, and if you get hit, you'll get damaged and probably knocked back into the spikes. The cool thing about this boss is that the more you speed up, the more the boss treadmill speeds up. It reacts to you, basically. Oh shit, I should have thought this through! Damn you! Oh wait, Sonic's not here. Damn you, Amy! Outside of this one exchange from Sonic Adventure 2 where Eggman holds Amy hostage, and I guess this game, has Amy and Eggman ever had beef with each other? I'm not quite sure, honestly. I guess the answer is always yes, but has Amy ever gone out of her way to stop Eggman by herself? I'm gonna have to say no. Anyway, next up is... Oh, I think I actually hate this zone. It's Wacky Workbench. Yeah, Wacky Workbench. I just realized that the collection takes out the world map. There was a world map in the original version of Sonic CD. It's not here in the collection, and I guess the reason why is because it's technically a loading screen, but come on, I like seeing the world map here. Anyway, Wacky Workbench's gimmicks, besides these crushers you have to be careful with, are these really intense bouncer platforms that will soar you high into the sky. You also have these static tasers on the floor that will shock you if you get too close. The shimmy and sprite for Amy is so out of place. She looks so determined. Why is she so serious? You want to watch out for those jet thrusters. They'll freeze you in place, but you won't get damaged. Well, unless you fall into the tasers, of course. You see how much easier and simple the stages are without enemies flying in from off screen and wrecking your shit? That's the reward you get from getting all the time stones in this game. And quite honestly, I think it's a better reward than Supersonic in my opinion. Because I mean, sure, Supersonic is fun and all, but it replaces all the good music with this samey invincibility theme throughout most of it. And, well, you're pretty much invincible throughout the whole duration as long as you have 50 rings. So you're trading something good for something good. And I want it all. I want it all, and I want it now. Anyway, Wacky Workbench Zone 2. I don't know why there's like a Roman numeral 3 there. I'm guessing that's not supposed to be a 3, but it looks like a Roman numeric 3. Ow. There are the tasers right there. Oh, that's what Wacky Workbench looks like in the past. Interesting, interesting. You know, as much as I like Sonic 1 and 2's backgrounds, I'm gonna give the background design to Sonic CD because they're just that busy. Not only do you have like the Rocky Mountains back there, but you also have this prehistoric, I guess it's a construction site back there too, or a city. It all just looks really good, and Sonic has always had good looking backgrounds. even if the level design is kinda dickish at points. Alright, boss time with Eggman again. And this does actually feel like a boss this time around. Even though it still takes 3 hits to take him down just like some of the other bosses in this game, you have to work towards those 3 hits. I don't like how getting to the boss is a chore though, you just got bounty crap everywhere. That's why I hate Wacky Workbench. Ugh, and these platforms don't help either. Alright, Eggman, what I got? Apparently I can't hit the thrusters. But the strategy is Eggman's going to fly into the air, drop these platforms on top of you or attempt to, then a taser will activate on the ground, which will activate the gravity thing. You have to jump up and hit him a couple of times. Here's the zone everybody remembers the most from Sonic CD. It's Stardust Speedway. This zone's got the coolest aesthetic, but it's also got some of the most haphazard stage design in the game, to be honest. What do I mean by that? Well, you got these springs and tunnels that will take you back and forth through the level without no clear indication as to where to go next. It just takes you back and forth. Like this area right here. It feels like I should be going up, but the springs don't direct me up, it just takes me around in a loop. So my next thought is to go to the left somehow, so I tried to follow the signs, because there are signs on the level saying that you need to roll into a ball. So I do that, after a couple more seconds of just fiddling around, and then a few minutes later I get launched back here. Looks like I'm on the right path, avoid the future sign, and I ended up on this route. Okay, fine enough, but where do I go from here? I think I just accidentally clipped through the level. I don't know what's happening, and I'm back here. Do it again. Maybe if I time traveled, everything would fix itself. Here's hoping. Back in the present. We're back in good old 1985. I wish. No, we're in 2026, unfortunately. And worst off, we're in the Terminator timeline as opposed to the Back to the Future one. Okay, it looks like the present version of Stardust Speedway is a bit more streamlined, so we should be able to finish the stage now. Oh, okay, maybe not. Maybe not. No, don't travel back in time, damn it. There we go. Damn, it's super hard to roll into a ball up that incline. Okay, something tells me I need to go into that little spring bouncer thing. Yeah. Alright. Now we're on the right track. Okay, don't know what hit me there. Still can't see what's hitting me. Why is it so small? Better yet, why is it blending into the background so well? Makes no sense. But yeah, Stardust Speedway, again, it is the stage everybody remembers the most, but it's also not properly designed in my opinion. So it's kind of hard to like it. Though I will say I do like the Metal Sonic boss fight at the end. Or, it's more of a race as opposed to a boss fight, but still, I do like the encounter. Anyway, that's going to do it for part 2 of Sonic CD. Stay tuned for part 3 and the finale, where we take on Metal Sonic and Robotnik once and for all. Until the next game. I'll see you next part.